Now, surprisingly enough, the year starts out in January. This was the month where I had an outing in the virtual Le Mans series on iRacing. Now, this was a very interesting experience for me because first of all, the race is really big, but also it was a completely different driving experience from what I'm used to, which is iRacing. But this was one of the cooler experiences I had because I actually really did enjoy driving in rFactor. It was a very like satisfying experience, if you could say it like that, especially because I also got some of the night stints as well, and it was a lot of fun, and my mom and parents were sort of following the broadcast as well. Overall, I actually ended up enjoying virtual Le Mans quite a bit. As we moved into the spring season, I kept on putting up videos on YouTube, and I actually got to visit the Apex Sim Center in the UK as well. This is when I made a video of how you can become a professional sim racer. Still one of my better videos. I had a lot of good comments on that. I remember I really enjoyed making it. I also really enjoyed my stay at Apex. That was before I joined the team though. That came like a month after that or so. Joined Apex Racing team. We started racing the BMW Sim Cup series, which I've also made some wonderful videos on. You know, the spring season was sort of where things started within sim racing for me. I had a job actually working as a sim racing coach within the Copenhagen city, so I had to travel a little bit, but it was a job as a sim racing coach that I did. Unfortunately, that closed down in March and I had to stop that. But fortunately enough, that was when I could jump onto the Apex training, and then from there on, I just decided to go all in on content creation and sim racing. And after this is when we moved to probably one of the best weeks of the year for me. We're in June now. Through the first half of the year, probably a lot more happened than I remember it, and like a lot more details, but you know, the details sort of fade out a little bit, but not from this trip in June. It was the 100th centenary of the Le Mans 24 Hours, and I went there for an absolute blast of a week. We went down there a week before the race even started, so we sort of had a couple of days before to just chill out, and on top of that we got to see the test day of this Sunday on the weekend before the race. Now, I do not regret going a week early at all because it was absolutely wonderful, and also just chilling out at a campsite in France right next to the Porsche curves for like a day or two. I do not mind that at all. It is very chill. It was only chill though before the racing came on. Throughout this whole week, I think I walked almost 200 kilometers of just straight walking because you want to get to one corner and then you want to get to another corner, and you know, you walk quite a lot. So by the end of the weekend, I'd walked almost 200 kilometers. I was tired in my legs. I hadn't slept throughout the race. So I don't think I've ever been that knackered before, but it was completely worth it. You know, you had a lot of hypercars racing, you had the 24 Hours of Le Mans going on right before your eyes. So I think the walking sort of becomes in the sort of gets to the back of your mind. You don't really remember it until it's done and you're like, oh my god, I walked a shit ton. I did get a lot of cool shots at the 24 Hours of Le Mans as well, some slow-mos over curbs and stuff, a bit from Hyperpole as well, which by the way was absolutely magical. I love that they do this qualifying session in sunset. It's really cool, also because the cars have so much grip. Before we take a look at the rest of the year, I want to have a look at some of the funniest moments from the channel, from the Twitch channel as well, throughout the year.
Where? Here.
I don't know. I think my stream, I think I'm delayed. So right after this wall, they should be on the right. Right there. That's them.
Oh. Okay, focus now. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? This is criminal, man. Oh, Patty's sending it.
What the fuck? Go!
What is he doing?
What?
Sport mode, sport mode. Oh shit. Oops. Here comes Jimmy. He's having a lovely day. Hello chat, my name is Jimmy. Ah! I'm so childish. Why? What is wrong with my life? Oh my balls.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Oh my god. Oh no, I just f***ed him over. No. Well, I'm decently certain. But there was just a bump last week, no? So, did the guy behind me just crash on the straight? Excuse me? What the? What? this? He just crashed at the straight. I was so far back. Owen Carroll did a pretty good strat. Okay. Yeah, forget what I said. My wheel is going crazy, mate. My wheel is going...
What the fuck? I'm seeing the onboard. Oh my
My
god.
wheel is going crazy, mate.
I'm seeing it.
Stop!
As I said, sort of 4 to 5 months ago was when I really started doubling down on like putting out videos and stuff, and this is when we sort of came to, there was a bit with Aztec, some good ones with some fun races we had, like the charity one, which you just saw some clips from as well. 3 months ago, the last season of iRacing dropped, and this was a week where I just went all in. I did nothing else but doing videos. I put out 3 videos driving the new cars, and then I put about 4 days straight of work into a GTP balance of performance test. I think this is the most all-in I've ever gone on a video. Now the final part of the year is, in my opinion, the best one. It's also the one I remember in the most detail because it basically just happened, and I want to take a look back at that as well. But before we do that, I want to take a look at the Christmas competition rigs and who is gonna win a pair of Aztec boots. We have Danny Zivizabo, my teammate from Apex, who has sent in a crazy rig. He has put Christmas lights and Christmas decorations all over his monitors. On top of that, he has a Christmas tree in the background, a little towel on the back. The only thing that I see missing is a Christmas background. Danny. On top of that, we have the Zinmeister, who has set in a really lovely looking rig, a very colorful one. You know, there's a little Christmas tree at the top. There's a lot of Christmas lights at the bottom as well. I really, really like this one, to be honest. He's got the background as well. He knows what's up with the background. Now, these are the most lovely Christmas rigs that you guys sent in, but we have to sort of find a winner of them. And for that, I have to go with Daniel Lawerson's rig, mainly because he's got an epic Christmas background and he's got a lot of decorations. There's a lot of Christmas trees in the background. I love how he's put the lights on his chair as well. I think this is cool, and Daniel Lawson wins a pair of Aztec boots. 2 months ago, I released a talking video, or podcast, I guess you want to call it. It's only 20 minutes long, but it was with Jimmy Broadbent. We had a lot of good talks about a lot of different things. If you haven't watched it, I would recommend you to go back and watch it because I really, really enjoyed it. Like, there was a lot of good things we talked about. And overall, Jimmy Broadbent was just an absolute legend. I enjoyed making this video a whole bunch. Now, this was around the same time we actually had the Petit Le Mans special event, which I just released a video on 2 weeks ago. So you've already probably seen that, but this was my favorite race of the year. First of all, we took the pole position. Second of all, it's just an amazing track, Road Atlanta. It has amazing flow. It has a lot of interesting bumps and curves. And also the traffic management is really something you need to know there as well. For this video, I also got Reese Carroll and Arjuna to do some sick shots and some sick commentary. And that's probably also what made it my favorite video that I did this year, because I did put a lot of effort into it, and it just turned out, in my opinion, to be like, it really all came together at the end, and it ended up being an absolutely epic video in my opinion. So for sure, go watch the Petit Le Mans video if you haven't already done that. On top of that, I can't forget to mention the 2 trips that I took for sim racing at the end of the year. A couple of months back, we went to the Sim Racing Expo, where I had an absolutely amazing time meeting some amazing people within sim racing. Then on top of that, we went to Sweden to the ESL R1 final, and this is very recent. This is not even a month ago now, it's like a couple of weeks back. And this was an amazing trip as well. We went up north. We got some epic drone shots with the snow and the car, and then of course we went to the finale event. There was this huge stage, commentators were epic, all the best drivers were there as well, and I really, really enjoyed that too. And on top of that, I just want to keep on trying to improve the content, just keeping a chill vibe on the channel. Like this video, I feel like this is quite chill. Look, I even got the Christmas thing in the background. Anyways, I'm just mumbling on right now. I do hope that you enjoyed this video, taking a look back at this year, and I'm looking forward to an exciting 2024 with you guys, with sim racing, with everything. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've been Marcus, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.